grandmother said family secrets stay hidden. My brother made sure this one didn't. The text message from my younger brother came at 2:47 a.m. on a Thursday morning. Found something in the attic. We need to talk. Now. I stared at my phone screen, my heart already racing before I even knew why. Daniel was 16, careful with words, never dramatic. If he said now, he meant it. I'd been living in my studio apartment across town for 3 years, ever since I turned 21. A place where I could lock the door and know I was safe. Where I didn't have to attend Sunday dinners at grandmother's house and pretend everything was normal. Where I didn't have to see grandfather Leonard sitting in his leather chair, smiling at me like he hadn't spent years destroying who I used to be. Daniel was sitting on the front porch when I pulled up, a cardboard box beside him. Even in the dim porch light, I could see his face was pale, his jaw clenched. They were in the crawl space behind the Christmas decorations, he said without greeting. I was looking for my old baseball cards, found these instead. He pushed the box toward me. I recognized my handwriting on the notebooks immediately. Purple gel pen on the first one, the kind I'd used in middle school. I'd thought these were long gone. Did you read them? My voice came out as a whisper. Daniel nodded slowly, and a tear finally escaped down his cheek. I'm sorry. I didn't know what they were at first. I just started reading, and then I couldn't stop, and I just kept thinking this can't be real. This can't have happened to you. He was talking fast now, words tumbling over each other. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't mom and dad do something? How could grandma know and just wait? I cut him off, my stomach dropping. What do you mean grandma knew? Daniel reached into the box and pulled out a letter, his hands trembling. The paper was old, creased from being folded and unfolded many times. I recognized my mother's stationery. It was tucked in the last journal, from mom to grandma, dated 8 years ago. The letter was short, clinical almost in its detachment. Mom wrote that she'd found my journals, that she'd read what grandfather Leonard had been doing to me, that she was bringing them to show grandma because this needs to stop. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold the paper. I'd never known she found them. She never said a word to me. Grandma's response was paper-clipped to the back, written in her precise cursive. These are the confused writings of a troubled teenage girl seeking attention. Leonard has been nothing but a devoted grandfather. I will not have you destroy this family with such vicious lies. The journals will be stored away, and we will never speak of this again. I couldn't breathe. All these years I thought I'd kept the secret locked away. But my mother had known, had gone to grandma for help. And grandma had chosen grandfather Leonard, had called me a liar, had hidden the evidence away like dirty laundry. There's more, Daniel said quietly. The next pages were copies of emails. Mom writing to grandma every few months, begging her to reconsider, saying I was getting worse, that I'd started cutting myself, that I'd dropped out of college twice. Each email met with the same response from grandma. Stop dwelling on the past. Let sleeping dogs lie. The last email was from 6 months ago, after I'd overdosed on sleeping pills and spent 3 days in the psychiatric ward. I didn't know you tried to kill yourself, Daniel said, his voice breaking. No one told me you were in the hospital. I did it in grandfather's bathroom, I heard myself say, during Christmas dinner. I wanted him to find me. I wanted him to see what he'd done, but grandma found me instead, called the ambulance, then made mom tell everyone it was food poisoning. Daniel was staring at me with such horror. Why did you call me here, Danny? What do you want me to do? I want you to let me make this right, he said. And there was something in his voice I'd never heard before. There's a family reunion on Sunday. Everyone will be there. I'm going to show them all. Every single person in that house is going to know what Leonard did to you and what grandma did to cover it up. My first instinct was to stop him. Danny, no. You don't understand what you're starting. Grandma will destroy you. I don't care, Daniel said fiercely. Let them hate me, but they're going to know the truth first. He stood up, pacing. Do you know why I went looking in the attic? Grandma asked me to babysit cousin Whitney on Saturday nights. She's 8, same age you were when it started. My blood went cold. Whitney was Uncle Frank's daughter, sweet and trusting and always climbing into grandfather Leonard's lap at family gatherings. She doesn't need babysitting, I said slowly. Exactly, Daniel said. But grandma called mom last week, said it would be good for me to earn some extra money, that Whitney's parents could have some alone time while I kept her entertained in the guest room, the same room where it had happened to me, where the lock didn't work, and grandfather would slip in after everyone else was watching TV. She's setting it up again, I whispered. She's giving him access to another little girl, and that's when things got out of control. The rest of the story is linked below or on my channel.